is made free and compulsory for all. As I mentioned before, something needs to be done to enforce the rules. Two things can be done in this case. First, fines. A parent who is poor enough that he cannot pay the fees of his own child to go to school, how will such a person pay the fine that is levied on him? Second, prosecution. A country whose judicial system is not well developed enough to first of all prosecute the criminals. How will such a judicial system prosecute parents who do not send their children to school? Second of all, for maintaining infrastructure and educational standards, funds are a necessity. In a condition like this, funds are necessary, and countries that are developing or undeveloped, first of all, these countries need to divert their resources towards, first of all, building upon their resources, for building upon their human resource in the form of food, water and security. They will not first of all provide education. Second, you say that people take it for granted, people do not take it for granted because their parents have instilled in us a value that education comes first, money second. Yet we crave every single moment. A survey conducted by a website known as Coursera said that parents and kids who avail free courses do not complete those courses, and everyone who avails a paid course always completes it. You say that US, France, UK have made education free, but first of all, this was only done after the countries were developed. Do you know the amount of taxes that are there in the US? The school fees that you pay, and that is for the public schools, not the private, is included in the 40% house tax. Do you have any idea how low that house tax is in countries like India? You say that education, a child without education is a bird without wings. My friends, ostrich is a bird that does not fly. It does wonders upon land.
Educate man how to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. Greetings of the day to all present. Today, I, Dhruv Narang, stand before you to speak for the motion. This House believes that school education should be made free and compulsory for all students across the world. Education. It is the very only difference between the people of a developed country and those of developing countries. Education. It's the process of facilitating learning, acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs and habits. On an individual basis, education is not only necessary for survival, but also for living a better life. Nelson Mandela. He once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Education is the tool which can be used to overcome orthodox thinking, terrorism, poverty, child labours and many other social evils and weaknesses in the society. As far as making education compulsory is concerned, it's really a good decision. There are students I see around me, they don't realize the value of education. But if they have some elementary education and they have a basic mental growth, at least they can survive on this planet. Education accepted.
So we're talking about it, a little education is better than nothing. Do you prefer 1,000 apples of no quality or 10 apples of good quality? Just by providing education to a certain level firstly guarantees no employment. So currently, if you're educating them only till the level of school, it is guaranteeing them no employment, and then you're going on saying that something is better than nothing. So in the same way, do you prefer 1,000 apples of poor quality or 10 good apples?
Obviously, if they have basic education, at least they can survive. Someday they will realize that education is really important.
How do they survive when education guarantees?
No, obviously education guarantees we have to provide them quality education. I cannot guarantee, the government has to ensure that. Education. Education not only in terms of books, but in terms of sports, acting, painting, dancing, other curricular activities. Education makes you quicker, makes you smarter, develops your personality, all-around personality, a great character. Mr. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, he used to be from a really poor background. He used to be a roadside tea seller in his childhood. But see, he's the Prime Minister of our country. Probably one of the greatest men ever on earth. But the fact is, still so many talented children in the earth are untapped. We are not able to see their talent. Why? Because education is really expensive. Make education free.
So points on information.
Accepted.
Thank you. So you said education is really expensive, so make it free. So do you understand that someone can actually afford that expensive education? So why make it free for even for those people? So the topic today states education should be free for all. Why should it be free for those who actually cannot afford education, and why it should be free for each and everyone who can actually afford it?
Because if we make education free for everyone, then those taxes, those money, it will be used for our benefit only. The government will use that money in maybe infrastructure development and other things like that. So much talent is untapped. When even a single child in this country, in this world is uneducated, the world faces so much loss of ideas, talents, inventions, and most importantly, a positive energy. Right. It's not in a hand that whether anyone would born in a poor family or maybe he will born in a rich family, but it's our very own. Right. But it's our very own prime duty to ensure that everyone gets an equal opportunity. 20 years from now, a group of researchers began tracking the personalities of 1,420 children in the North Carolina. After 4 or 5 years, their family were surprised. Why? Because their families had increased income of 20%. Why? Because those researchers have provided those children free schooling. So, benefits of providing free education. Firstly, it uplifts poor people. Secondly, it uplifts income of government. And thirdly, it uplifts mankind. My friend, roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is the sweetest one. The most beautiful part of learning and getting educated is no one can snatch it away from you. It is the ability to turn obstacles into stepping stones. Obstacles into stepping stones, disasters into triumph. It is the movement of darkness to light. Thank you.